it's very interesting, and I appreciated the fact that he called it selective outrage. He called out Will Smith on the selective outrage, and he even called out the people who were going to judge him on the selective outrage. And he kind of backed people up into a corner, because a lot of the feedback that I had a conversation with somebody who didn't want to hear what Chris Rock had to say because it had been a year. I'm like, huh? Like, what does that have to do with anything? If I haven't heard, it'd be different if it, first of all, I wouldn't have wanted to hear from him on Monday. And he said, I'm not about to be on Oprah, Gayle King, crying, making excuses. Like, I'm not a victim. And I love the fact that he said that, because we are in such a victim society. I love the fact that he said that. But it'd be different if he popped up on camera 2 weeks later and he did an interview, and he's like still doing interviews a year later, and then he does a comedy special where he talks about it. Like, that's different. You know what I'm saying? And I get the fact that Will spoke first. Will had to speak first. And Will is such a brand guy. He is so concerned with his image. And you know that if you read his book. His book is incredible. And saying that reminds me, I need to finish it. I'm like maybe 4 or 5 chapters in. His book is phenomenal. And Will is very self-aware. And that self-awareness is birthed from insecurity, right? And I'm not mad at that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not mad at that. So I know why Will wanted to respond that Monday. Will wanted to come back even after he won the Oscar and was like, let me tell y'all, like, Will was itching to get back outside because he wants that approval of the public. And I remember this Chris Rock interview that he did with the Breakfast Club in 2020 during quarantine. And he talked about some of the things that he was dealing with, like he was going to therapy for. And one of the things that he said, yo, I'm from Brooklyn. Like, we don't know when to stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't know when, like, if I'm riffing on you, I'm on you. I'm on your head, and I don't know when to stop. And I guess he has like some sort of condition or something that, like, where he doesn't pick up on social cues. So if he goes too hard, he's going too hard because he's just not self-aware, and therapy like kind of exposed him or revealed that to him. So I'm always thinking of, like, just your mental makeup, like the things you experience, how you were shaped, because the problem with social media chatter is that we think everybody thinks like us, and that's not true. And the one thing that I will say to my point earlier about my verse, if I get slapped in the face